Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching Nile Cruise on Nile TV International, and we're bringing you this episode today from the premises of the Cairo University. Also speaking in our first topic of discussion about the International Relations Office affiliated to the Cairo University, which was established in 2018. And we're going to be talking about the areas of focus of this program, the partnerships that has been established by the Cairo University under the stewardship of the International Relations Office. And we're most delighted to be joined by Dr. Haidy Bayoumi, and she's an assistant professor at the Faculty of Arts and one of those responsible for the International Relations Office. Thank you so much for joining us, Doctor, on this very special episode of Nile Cruise on Nile TV International from the premises of the Cairo University.
Thank you very much. It's really an honor to be hosted, of course, by Nile TV. Thank you so much.
Dr. Haidy, it's a pleasure to have you today, of course, in this very special edition of Nile Cruise, where we bring you, of course, this edition from the Cairo University with all pride. Dr. Haidy, why is it considered a priority for Cairo University to establish cooperation with international bodies?
Well, I think if you take a look at today's world, you'll understand that any university, whether in Egypt or in any part of the world, cannot really remain within its comfortable walls of the campus. So we have to expand, we have to outreach for different international universities. And of course, Cairo University, given the fact that it's one of the oldest universities, of course, and the largest university in Egypt. So we have a lot of consideration for internationalization. And internationalization is one of the important aspects or items when it comes to discussion of what CU has been doing throughout the previous years. And of course, it's not just the idea of reaching for international universities and having collaboration, but it's also thinking about the benefits that we can really have. And all the time, the benefit is mutual for the international partners and for also Cairo University. And when we talk about collaboration, we also talk about cooperation at many levels, at the level of students and exchange of students, and this is sort of a broadening of experience to them because they get to be exposed to different culture, different way of education. And at the academic level, you have staff members traveling and meeting their counterparts, exchanging experience and teaching methods, talking about different curricular development. For instance, of course, this can be even the nucleus for an upcoming research project. And that's very important because any international collaboration starts first with professors meeting one another, and then it becomes sort of the nucleus for further and future collaboration. So at the level of academia, this is also a very important dimension. And when you think also at the level of admin staff, you can send admin staff to get trained, and you can also receive admin staff. So really international collaboration is very important, not just for CU at this moment, for Cairo University, but for all universities around the world. And given the number of staff members that we have, the number of students, the number of employees, then we have to think really beyond our campus walls. So it is a very important thing at the moment for Cairo University.
Also, Doctor, if you can tell us more about the main stakeholders for the Cairo University and the main bodies that the university collaborates with.
Well, Cairo University collaborates with any funding entity that offers a number of projects and willingness to fund a number of research projects because Cairo University President Dr. Mohammed Othman Al-Khoushd is very much interested in having this kind of international collaboration. So we have, for instance, very strong collaboration with the ADE as a funding entity, with Fulbright as a funding entity, of course, and with USAID and with the EU. And of course, it's going to take some time really to talk about collaboration with the European Union because right now we have so many programs going on. You have the Erasmus program, KE1, which is mobility at the level of individual, whether students or staff members or admin staff. And you also have mobility when it comes to signing MOUs as well, which is another field of collaboration with different entities. And of course, you also have with the European Union, you also have Erasmus plus K2, which is capacity building. So Cairo University has a lot of partnerships with a lot of funding entities. So it really depends on the project itself and the type of the project. Is it really capacity building, or does it have to do with, for instance, medical sciences? Then we're going to talk about a center of excellency, or what are we really talking about? And in the previous month, CU president has managed to form a wonderful alliance with a number of American universities to establish a center of excellence at the Faculty of Agriculture. So we have a lot of international collaboration going on, and we're very lucky to have this kind of current administration presided by Dr. Mohammed Othman al-Khusht, who's really very much into collaborating with a lot of funding entities.
Dr. Haidy, what sort of cooperation is established with the European Union?
Well, as I said, we have a number of projects. You have Horizon 2020, you have PRIMA, and then you have Erasmus K1 for individual mobility. And that sort of helps students and admin staff and members of academic staff, because they get to go on short visits. It's not really a fully funded program where they offer MA degrees or PhD degrees, but it's for students usually around 6 months, a semester, where they go and they spend the semester there, whether as undergraduate or postgraduate students. And for professors, it's up to almost a month, from 7 days, from a week until a month. So it really gives them a chance to go and meet, but it's such a short visit. And then, of course, with the EU, as I said, we have Erasmus plus K2, which is for capacity building. It's a number of projects. And Cairo University is currently benefiting from a number of projects at the moment. It has to do with teaching languages, it has to do with even projects on immigrants, it has to do with a lot of different and various topics.
Doctor, also if you can walk us through the facilities and the services provided for international students. Also, if you can tell us more about the courses offered or the programs available.
Well, of course, international students usually target any courses taught in English mostly. But of course, we do receive students who are very much interested in Arabic and in studying Arabic. So it depends on which faculty they're targeting. And of course, it's up to every faculty to be providing a number of support and to be assisting international students. But our role as an international office, alongside with my colleagues and the director of the international office, is to assist them throughout the process of submitting the papers and receiving them, and even during their studies. And of course, CU hosts yearly a number of cultural activities, so international students really become part of it. So you have a lot of engagement for African students, for European students, and they become part of every faculty. And of course, you have the Central Library, which is a very important entity on its own for international students, because they really want to have a place to study and a place where they can get references.
Yes.
And so on.
Doctor, President Fattah al-Sisi has stressed on the need for the digitalization of everything in Egypt. Do we have, as a Cairo University International Office, digital platforms that international students can go visit and know more, visit the website and know more about the programs, the students' life, everything they need to know, or even register online? If you can tell us more about that.
Well, the submission process or applying for any Egyptian university is a centralized system, and of course it's done through the Ministry of Higher Education, and it's all, of course, done through their website. But when it comes to CU, of course, one of the things that we're very grateful for is that the website is changing, and it's showing a lot of progress and development. So you'll find a lot of information on the different faculties present and on the new programs established. And if you check the website at any moment, you will see all the time the news feed all the time about the new cultural events, even celebrations or grand celebrations, or any kind of event that's held at CU. So yes, international students have access to that, and they can select where to go. So if they're interested in any faculty on its own, they can simply go to it and check the departments.
Page.
Yes, exactly.
Doctor, can you mention, please, some of the universities or countries that send, students to the Cairo University to study at the Cairo University?
Well, we receive a lot of students from different countries. Of course, we this year we've received students from Germany, from different universities. We have a very strong alliance with Germany and German universities. We've also received a number of students from Poland coming to study Arabic, from Spain, from Italy. Lithuanian students are about to be coming as well. So we have a lot of countries standing, and of course we have a lot of African students as well, and Arab students. So
Doctor, do they come to learn Arabic and then and then enroll into a certain faculty in the Cairo University, or they come to study in a certain faculty at the Cairo University?
it depends actually on what they want.
So
Sometimes,
some come only to learn Arabic.
yes, sometimes they do. Yes, we are actually this semester we'll be receiving students who are very much interested in studying Arabic. So they'll be coming to learn at the Center of Arabic Culture and Language. That's their interest. So they'll be going there to be taking courses. And some students are interested in a certain program, a faculty, and this is mostly the case actually. They come through a program, and then alongside the semester and the studies, they usually want to take courses so that to be able to understand the language of everyday life, and they have a lot of Egyptian students. They really blend in very well, and in order to cope with with the news and everything, and to understand better, they prefer to have Arabic courses.
Sorry, Karim, the age ranges?
We're talking about usually receive second and third year students, so we're talking about almost 18, 19
years old?
Yes, for undergraduates, and for postgraduates it's different, of course. It depends on what...
Around how old?
If they're in their MAs, then we're talking about early 20s, PhDs, then we're talking about late 20s. If we're having professors coming, then that's the different age, yes.
Mm-hmm. Recently, under the auspices of Dr. Khusht, in 2018, exactly, the international branch in the 6th of October city was inaugurated. If you can tell us more about this branch and the initiative taken by Dr. Khusht.
Well, Dr. Khusht has this vision of making Cairo University among the top 100 students, and that's a very important thing to mention and to bear in mind. And that's why the international branch of Cairo University is very much all about international collaboration. It is a university that is based on programs and not faculties or departments, and that's what's new about it. So if there's, you will find a lot of joint or dual programs established with a number of international universities, with Sorbonne, for instance, when it comes to law and economics, and with Hamburg University, of course, when it comes to law as well. And also when it comes to medicine, you have professional masters that have to do with collaborating with UK universities. So it's all a university based on international collaboration and dual degrees. That's the whole idea, and that's what started the international branch of Cairo University.
Doctor, what are the programs offered? What are the staff? Who are the staff, and who are the students targeted for this university? And why is it important to go ahead with this project?
Well, the programs, at this moment, we have a number of programs, and they're all dual degrees with law, with economics, as I said, with Sorbonne University, with Hamburg in Germany, and a professional master's going on with a number of European universities, and of course with Chinese universities as well. Programs that cover all fields, practically medicine, economics, law, humanities and social sciences, languages, practically all fields of study. And the staff, at this moment, of course, the choice of the staff will be based on the specialty and how close they are to the program, the courses offered. And of course, there will be this meticulous choice and selection of professors and who of course renowned in their fields and of a lot of international publications, of course, to be selected and to be teaching at these programs. And I think that the target students would be definitely excellent students, because you're offering them with a number of skills, and you want them to become really and this is what we call international student, capable of working abroad and working in Egypt. So this is what we currently have in mind, and I think the target is also to receive international students, because
Doctor, what are your enthusiasm, and what are you dreaming of for us to reach to under this, of course, amazing program? And this is the final question we're going to be asking you in this segment.
I'm just quoting Dr. Khosh, the sky is the limit. So we have very high expectations, and I personally, as I'm a member of staff, I really have high expectations for IBCU, thinking that it will definitely become hopefully one of the top 100 universities.
By, of course, your wonderful world, the sky is the limit. We hope you all the best. We hope you all success. And Dr. Haidy Bayoumi, of course, relations.
Yes, Dr. Haidy, thank you so much for being with us. And dear viewers, also marking the 112th anniversary of the establishment of the Cairo University. The university has recently, this week, namely, has celebrated the Science Day, and we have this report. Let's take a look, and we'll be back to resume this episode of Nile Cruise on Nile TV International.